Good morning, Elevate. Today is day 2 of Love Does by Bob Goff, and today we are talking about freedom to fail. That is a big category and something that I personally struggle with, so I found it interesting that God had me direct you in this devotion today. And I don't know about you, but I love competition. I love winning at games. I'm not very good at basketball, but I like to pretend that I am and try to win. I don't know if you're competitive like that or not, but I love to win. It feels so good inside to win a good game and to work your hardest and try to beat everybody, right? That's what we need to do. Just kidding. We need to be humble about it. But, with that, did you know that God intentionally guides us to fail? Like, that's kind of crazy for me to think about. When you were a baby, did you just stand up and walk? No, you had to crawl and recrawl. You had to learn to walk and you fell down and you got back up. When you got older into school and you learned to write, you had to write and rewrite. I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm a teacher and I redirect my students all day, like retraining and rethinking and rewording something to get them to understand. And that's all part of failure. But failure is a process for success. We go through failure in order to succeed. And that's amazing, right? We all want to succeed in life, but the Bible does say that in this life you will have trouble and there will be times where you fail. But what's important is that you pick yourself back up, you dust yourself off, which God is right there with us, holding on to us, picking us up, dusting us off so that we can try again and that we can show people in the midst of our failure that we can rise above that and triumph and win. And that's even in our own personal life. Win emotionally, win physically. Right now, I've been trying to work out and do better about working out. But when I do that first push-up, it's a little scary. So I try again the next day. And now I've gotten up to like 10 push-ups. But people watching me fail is intimidating for me. So I want to be able to show and to prove to myself and to others that I have what it takes. And that's in Christianity too. We become a child of God when we get saved. And God offers us that grace because He knows that we're going to fail. But that's when He, again, comes alongside us, picks us up. And those failures are what mold you and shape you into the person you are. I'm 35 and I'm still learning. I didn't become a teacher just one day. I just walked into a school. You had to go through school and take tests. And sometimes I failed those tests and I had to retake it again. But then I passed and here I am today. Now I'm a teacher in an elementary school. For you, maybe you took a test in school and you failed and you have to redo it. That's okay. Study, try again. What's important is that you don't let those failures get you down and you keep picking yourself back up over and over and over until you get it. Because that's what builds an internal motivation and that's what helps you be successful. I've already said I really don't like failure. It's hard for me to admit when I failed, but again, it's also when I have to admit that, it humbles me down to know that, hey, you've got God on your side, I've got God on my side, and He's always there to help pick us up. Nothing feels better than rising up to the challenge and meeting your goal or surpassing your goal and fulfilling the destiny that God has given you. Even in my Christian walk, maybe I had an argument with a friend and completely said something and failed miserably. But what's important is that I went back to that person and was like, hey, you know what? I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm really trying to be better. And then that shows them that you're human. We're all human, right? Did you know that you're human? Yes. So remember that you're human and our flesh fails us daily. And what's important, again, like I've said, is you pick yourself back up. And God doesn't keep a track record. He's not like, oh, she did this wrong today. She did that wrong today. I don't know about tomorrow. Maybe she'll fail tomorrow. No, God doesn't even remember those things. The Bible says He keeps no record of wrongs. So that just tells us again, if God doesn't keep a record of wrong, we have to give ourselves grace and forgive ourselves when we fail and mess up. And we pick ourselves back up, we dust ourselves off, and we talk to God about it, and we keep moving forward. And it's such an important thing to do. In my life, I've had so many times where I have not forgiven myself for something. I should have passed that test, or I should have went to that person when I was supposed to, but I didn't. But I have forgiven myself, and God recognizes that, and He gives us that courage. And we can build each other up that way too, and feeding off of each other and building each other up and saying, hey, you know what? It's okay. God's got you. He's got your back. It's okay to fail. And what's even better at the end of failure is what? Success. So keep working hard, keep pushing. Don't let failure drag you down, especially when you're locked inside. Hello, crazy. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I live in an RV and it gets tight, okay? But get outside, get some fresh air, shake it off, and just keep pushing and don't stop. Okay? I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hope you enjoyed this devotion today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.